live. Hello everybody, this is Avenger Advent. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where it is patch day. And thankfully, apparently there's only 3 quests in the MSQ. So hopefully we should be able to get through both it and Hildebrand today. Avenger, my clerks are just here with a message for you. Like little, me and Ishtaha there. Or Shia. Since I possess and request your presence in Charlie and at your earliest convenience, did it as I am to our friends, hope that we may too be of service, but it's you alone that they require. No pressing business? Pray make your way to the Baldissian Annex at once. Ushika awaits your arrival. The time is continue showing the sky of the city, from noble landmarks to people's lives. Still much more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. Look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Turn. Just run there. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Avenger. I gather you received our message? Please wait here while I fetch Kryling for a hop. Thanks for coming at such short notice. Yep, you got our head down. Nope, let me actually get table this. Now then, Aaron actually the ones who require a presence, but Aaronville. I stopped by recently, see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Imagine you're surprised as we are, given that you were supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. I'll hear tell me that there's someone whom he wishes Evander to meet. Let's go meet our Hrothgar. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studio. Shall we look for him there? Ah, nice detail of waving goodbye. Wow, we're already finishing the first quest. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to end with a decent cutscene, but still. Yeah, because I know, just like the first part of the patch definitely felt like the length of a full size patch, because they're having like, the big finale of our Void story arc there. But yeah, this is like very small. So, it's pretty lopsided. I think it's purposely lopsided.
Aaronville!
Oh.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
Oh, we had nothing to do.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
Yep.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Yeah, here we go! Where's she?
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
She late? Yeah.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Yeah, here she is.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
They're holding off on the face.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman.
Yeah.
I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Oh God. Yeah.
Tuli Yolol.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Very to the
Given the
point.
magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course.
You are very to the point about things.
Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning.
It's present keeper, because they have the current ruler.
I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down.
Yeah, we need a bit more information.
Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Yes, that is a very, very, very good question.
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Yep.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage.
Okay.
But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to
I can
agree on the
definitely get a
spot
sense
when
of
we've only
rashness
just met.
from her.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor,
Alright.
but apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Oh, interesting. We're already
Tell
name
me
dropping
that
him.
doesn't pique your interest.
Legendary beast, Valley Garmanda. I've heard about it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Oh yeah, that was something that was like there were these like two big myths that are just like all sorts of just when like the Spanish conquistadors were coming to America and like looking for things. Two things they were looking for were cities of gold and fountains of youth. And just none of those things existed, but it was just the wild fantasies of greedy men. We're just like, oh, it's just like, oh, I want to find just so much gold, and just like, oh, what if there's an entire city of gold? Or, yeah, just like those were just, yeah, like, explorers just greedy wet dreams that evolved.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's what's a myth, yeah, even among its own people.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
Yeah, like all the other scions, and it's like, hey, we're going to New World. Want to come?
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Sudden random thought. What if in Tuliolal we get a remix of Festival of the Hunt from Final Fantasy IX, like the theme of that event? When the door closes. The game is afoot. Just as is he not only Terral, but the fabled Golden City asides, this is stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Oh, it is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. Still a great deal we do not know. Let's begin to rectify that first, getting acquainted with her visitor in the manner she suggests. This might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. Down in... Oh, I was at the guild earlier. I learned about a petition for researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not too long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course. According to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. They may have been unsettled by some manner of predator. They'll researchers seek assistance for identifying and dispatching it. If your hunt, perhaps they might enter the petition? Ooh, Elven Farm. I'll also be helping those in need. Helps for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Terral. The future is, you better be able to put up a proper fight. It'll end before we get to have the chance to get acquainted. We can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. Apologies, I meant these in preparations. Can I go on ahead to the isle? I'll join you as soon as possible. Yeah. Yeah, needs to like gear up, pick up her job, Crystal. Let's get ready. Let's head to the harbor. Being a guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Expecting to just see that little pillar of light around Vuklamat. Lodestone. I can double check the patch notes. Also, the 11 event with Iroha is apparently going to start up again in a week. Just a short period of time, but... Yep, just 3. Wanting to make sure. Yep, there's that pillar of light. Can't see the ship. Really for the dry land. Well, suppose this is for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going. Ooh.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
Okay.
Ooh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Of course.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
Yeah, just. I'm very much getting the feel of just rashness and like charging into things and making a mess of things and getting in over her head.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
Do we need to go that far?
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
Kona, huh?
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way.
Brother!
He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
Just casually dropping. She has
The
a
great
brother?
big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city.
Ah, and second older brother.
He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
Excellent point.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Ah,
Being
Incognito.
Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
okay, so they just...
One
you're-
time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Is your dad just in the habit of picking up
Having no
kids?
shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Yeah, so learning quite a bit about. Because I know we had at the Fan Fest we had like our key arts for the expansion, and we had several faces on it we didn't recognize. Another thing was a few of the scions were missing. And talking about division, so I think that yeah, we're gonna have like several
The researchers should be just ahead.
Wukalat's different siblings are also going to be vying for the
There.
throne, and
The building to the
some of
northeast.
our other scions will be siding with these other characters.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Actually, I haven't even seen like Airval. Are you pulling out
Look.
anything?
Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
He's not like acting your death. figure is the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Adventure State of Star! What? Was under better circumstances? It's like routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly feel myself surrounded. I find more of the same across the chasm. When docile animals grow strangely aggressive. My colleagues can tell you more. Give me just a moment. I can finish checking your equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Safe to cross now.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner?
Oh, this is
Let's go
interesting,
and have a
because we
chat.
usually just go that way, but now we're going over this way. You put your come to answer our petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. Creatures on the north has decided on the island in recent days. We believe its presence has affected the local fauna. Animals build the scale of the worst effective encountered thus far, so we dare not go back. Task you quote any threats you find, search traces for the beast responsible for all this. If you find anything at all, we'd be most grateful if you could share it with us.
I'll handle this.
Oh. Like the lower now? Ooh, nice.
Is that all?
That could be a preview of something to
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Ooh, carcass.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Ooh, a beast from Tyrol?
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Here we go. My feathers were scared about the ground. There signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Yeah. What if it's some kind of giant poisonous spider? Oh, and we found some poo. Going into fresh leaving conceals your nostrils. If your beast left one is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
I would think so.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
Please have more things.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Whoa!
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Nope. That's the real one. Oh my god, it's like someone took
What is that thing?
a pterodactyl out of a parrot. Colibri? Yeah, colibri, that's what they're called.
It
See?
It speaks?
It's copying you!
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
That thing was freaky!
Come, Woklamat.
Yeah, she had a moment of freezing up there,
Right.
showing some of her inexperience. Yep, fighting it in the boss arena.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
There's a difference?
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
Yeah? Like, they're the same
I'm
thing.
getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Yeah, I remember hearing that, like, one of those, like, primal insults you can get is just to have someone repeat back the things you say. I would just get at you at such a, like, primal school grade level.
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Colibri? Not colibri, colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Sticky!
I've got you.
Oh, thank you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
I feel like I was, like, Medica and I'm getting a regen. Oh. A little lag spike there.
Spread out, everyone!
You pay for that.
Oh. Active time. Ready! Oh.
Thank you.
Yep, gotta kill the wings while pulsing AoE. Full-fledged
That was
tantrum.
hardly a tickle. Try this.
Trials of Tornado.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, like, at the way they were going down, I was anticipating.
Loudmouth bastard!
I did have to be repeated.
Throw everything you have at it.
Yeah, like, this isn't a bird, this is a pterodactyl.
And I had barely limbered up.
Be careful. Oh. Yeah, nervous.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Oh, yep, I knew it wasn't dead.
What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
We're going with this cliche.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable.
Okay, that's
Otherwise,
full cartoon.
I could have easily...
Leave this to me!
Yay! She's geared up! Showing off the new job!
How about you?
Pulled up the Moogle beam! Kinda hoping they show off a new move.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Yep, she's... Yeah, done a little bit of work. Yeah, she's still got, like, her core hood, but...
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
Yep.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you.
Yeah, but you're usually not
In
a fighter.
coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wooklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
Don't worry too much.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
Tired of sitting
You
on the
will
sidelines?
recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin.
Yep, level 69 dungeon.
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you.
You didn't like us.
It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I
there's our
might best
screenshots.
contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Yep, the one she draws. Oh!
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm,
Yep!
Pictomancy.
I do remember there, in a previous art book,
As I
there was
recall,
a realm minion.
you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Yep, you're the all-rounder.
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
I have to, like, look at, like, the minion description of just, like, the realm.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession.
Tell us about the letter!
Is there any particular
I'm gonna see if
reason?
I can find that description.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
The Dawn servant?
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate
Yeah,
the
like-
Golden City?
Art book back in Heaven's
From the
Word.
Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
So, like, the description describes the character in an old
Being a member
Eorzean
of the
fairy
royal
tale.
family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
But now we can confirm, oh, like this was
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Ooh. Oh.
Given how culturally diverse Toliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
Pick something that nobody
The
usually
similarities
uses.
to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
Ah.
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Oh, she's wearing the earring, yep.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
He just didn't write it by himself. He didn't write it by hand. But she
I see.
recognizes the signature.
Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather
like a bait and
indeed
switch.
had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt.
Maybe we could go.
We can talk while feasting on this fellow.
Yeah.
I, for one, am starving.
Or we could just go to the last stand.
We're eating that.
Give Graha his taco. Wildlife pacified and research are safe for testing is complete. Here's a matter of the delivery meat. Where's... Yep, last stand. Like, my goal tonight is do MSQ, then finish Hildebrand, and if I can, yeah, make a weapon. I got enough tomestones. I got over 1,500 tomestones. Burn me from the hut, you say? Just a recipe? New dish I learned recently. Free lunch from the house.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Nice.
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
This place is the exception.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
You don't like it? You don't like spice?
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh, oh my god!
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oops, that was us!
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Hopefully I wasn't wearing a face mask.
It's nothing. I can't.
Their eyes are watering. Yeah, we see like the bites.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
You two very much know each other.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Yep, I just brought that up myself.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
Yeah, you two were definitely best of buds.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Yes, give us the Lord up.
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, He sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Ooh.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Or at least not him.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
Oh, will they themselves be finding their own champions?
The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Ah.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
I can't help but wonder if, since the others will probably be looking for their own people to help them, their own champions. I wonder if we could use this to as an excuse to bring back some other characters we haven't seen in the MSQ for a while.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
That should be about 6 months.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Go ahead. Just what? Yeah. Yeah, just Graha's laughing. Ernveld is just. As a diplomat, as the makings of ruler, I couldn't say. You know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. If we choose to help her, though, it's for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Last time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. Put it on so sooner, except her highness needed to have her royal meal. Come by Annex later. Till then. Coming dawn. Oh, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklumar's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why don't you use it to learn more about Tural? Numenum is bound to have some information on the continent. I just thought of burying myself in books and making me sleepy. Talking about mysterious lands and wonders here. Come to find a report so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let's be off to the archives. Yeah, just someone is asking, is the UFO a mount or an emote? And yeah, I'm just gonna say something. Yeah, I ended up doing a hunt train earlier. And yep, there were so many. Also, it's just nice to do this because I definitely remember I was so far behind before like Endwalker started that I finished like the final just quests like shortly before Endwalker. Also, as we were raising cuisine, not speaking of that from which our these tables hail, far western continent of Tyrol. Ogre pumpkins, sweet tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto, crops and more regularly rising diamond kales trace their origins to the New World, its places known the most. Tell's culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Luminescent sailor named Hildebrand successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the therefore unknown continent. Hildebrand spent several moons exploring in inland, of course which he encountered the dozens of a sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with the supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Hildebrand returned to Tyrol several times during his first expedition, charted the land and gathered myriad fruit, vegetables, and seeds to bring back to the limbs of the Minster. Most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional values are quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Notice the far-exceedingly bounty of Hildebrand's expedition to Tyrol, many tantalizing recipes such as bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by the way of his ship. Though outside of Hildebrand's circle, Tyrol largely remains shrouded in mystery. Its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, were also a chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. That was cool. We learned about, here's a bunch of food that was originally from the New World. And like, oh, here's like one of like the first guys to go there. So like this Hildebrand, he was like the Columbus. Oh yeah, blue magic! Origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe of the distant continent of Tyrol. This is gonna be so good for the Blue Mage quest, where we're actually going to Tyrol, and we can like meet the Wallaki. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate the spiritual connection with it, they've learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was prepared to live among them and train in their ways. Those days are some of the most grueling I remember. They were tremendously rewarding. It is the village of visiting Lapis Canyon, tribe's sacred grounds. It's so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under Shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. Knowing it existed for the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. Oh my god, he named it! This guy named it! This color, as you all have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people for whom this noble magic was born. This is like the guy who named Blue Magic. Ah, cool. Because like of the two new jobs, Pictomancer, we just learned from Prial that it was pioneered by an Archon, so it's a Charlatan school of magic. While the Viper is a Tyrol-based job. Ooh, geopolitics. I've been comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents of Tyrol. More stretches from east to west and lies entirely from the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres. Difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, be it by men, animals, or plants, flying south for the winter. Main point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenar before advancing east into Ilzabar, who would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, the disparate tribes of Tyrol waged war for one another for generations. Stung by the climate, none would make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, to leaders the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's wide history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly is a testament to the Autarch's greatness. And say, we've got a very diverse climatology because of the land's verticality. More than fun, huh? Probably learned about, here's some things you might recognize that were originally from there. Because I believe it was mid-Heavensward when we met our first tiger in Hullbreaker Hard Mode, and those are Thardian. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife. Continent Tyrol is no exception, so Some of the creatures become a familiar sight in yours, yet many more exist that are rarely seen inside of the Indigo Deep. Another species describes the testimony to sailors and adventurers. Ah, the alpaca! Comes from Australia's craggy mountain ranges, four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for even the hundreds, if not thousands of years. Soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness makes them capable beasts of burden. Oh yeah, like, there's definitely gonna be, one of the big, like, weaver, like, mats is gonna be, like, alpaca. Or just, like, we'll have to get alpaca wool. What if we, like, find and kill wild alpacas for their, wool to, or fleece to use it as, like, the base for just, like, one of the levels of, crafting. Weaver. Approach the Scalekin is native to the dense jungles of the Trawl. Mammal Jaw succeeded in taming them and utilizing their prodigious strength and manual labor. Coming no surprise that the Weaver is also employed as a siege beast, enemy fortifications cannot withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valigarmonda! Yeah, here we go. Probably folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. What exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Yeah, because we were told about that as the first fan fest. Valigarmonda, originally in Final Fantasy VI, he was the Esper frozen in ice. Yeah, he's like a giant winged serpent. There are a few books wholly dedicated to subject to all. Found tidbits used information scattered here and there. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear honest impressions. Couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. Pleasantly surprised to find references to Steral within. Among anything in particular pique your interest? Tale of Ketenram. Ah yes, renowned Lemmington explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. The confidence didn't end there. He had traveled Steral extensively, and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. Able to meet Ketenram, many things we could learn. Alas, all this happened nigh 40 years ago. He may no longer be alive to tell his tales. That's 40-ish years ago. Oh, you wanna know? Let's see if we'll bring it up. Out of the fauna. Yeah, because another thing to remember that's important to the lore, that you might not know unless you're familiar with 1.0 stuff, was, back before, Merylwib was Admiral, because, like, she became Admiral, like, late on into 1.0. But before she came back and became Admiral, she was over doing expeditions in the New World. That was where she was at the beginning of the 1.0. But eventually, she came back and, like, got the position. Yeah, I already talked about Valigarmonda. I want to get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beast. Yeah, because they could possibly be doing a fake out, like they did with the Mega Sisters and Anima, who both turned out to be dungeon bosses. But yeah, like Valigarmonda, if he isn't a trial, he's definitely like a dungeon boss. Oh, here's YouTube. I missed one. Hope to arm ourselves knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people, or he traded France it on. Next, look to foster relations with other nations, including former imperial provinces. Ooh. Of course, hope to find hints in history how neighbors of differing race and ideologies by engaging with one another. Oh, interesting! We're just to go to a place who had a long history of different people of different races and ideologies fighting each other until they were unified. How convenient! Yeah, that's perfect convenience. is composed of the disparate peoples of Tyrol. This is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Turiel ourselves. Countess, is Vendor the only one allowed to help Uklamat? No mention of such restrictions, as I recall. Contrary, Uklamat gave us the impression she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait! It seems our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. She's eager for adventure, but Alphino definitely looks to actually learn some stuff. Never could rest in their laurels. Let's return to the annex. Yeah, we gotta meet all our other friends and say, hey, you wanna come with us? I want to see that key art. There it is.
It's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the key art now for just like trying to identify key characters. Yeah, so we have in the front we have Kryl, Wuklmat, and another guy who looks to probably be Amamal Ja, and there's Thancred. Behind him we have like it looks like us as a Viper, Urianje. There's a Makoti who it looks to be wearing a pair of glasses, so I'm guessing this is her brother who was at the studium. We have Ehrenvold. And up above we have the current boss, and above him we got this other girl who's got some pretty dress stuff on. But I think these other characters these three other characters we don't know are the three other contenders. And so given how it's described that he cannot be allowed to rule, I think this Mammal Jaw one is like the warmonger one, because we have like the glasses brother, and I'm guessing this girl up there is the fourth sibling.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklamat's request?
Again, the only scions are Kryl, Thancred, and Urianje. The others might choose to side with some of the other Archons, or like the other ones. I'd rather not get involved in politics.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Wuklamat after all. And if not, well,
I can very clearly tell she is not ready to rule.
A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree. Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tyrol remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had. All the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Oh, he's been listening. Thancred, what are you up to? Have you already been approached by the other guys? Like, smart guy, Kawana? You were kind of close to him on the poster, to be honest. Oh, I will say another nice thing is to not have all the Scions on the poster and have you have a bunch of newer characters on there. Hildebrand still covered up. I've heard about like a t-shirt on Cloud Hildebrand on it. Yeah, kind of really emphasizing the things by showing us like the map and saying, hey, we're going somewhere off that map.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
If I want to turn down an adventure, I'll do it.
Excellent.
Classic.
You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
What about the others? Yeah, Thancred was just listening in on us.
Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
That is a great bit.
First impressions last.
I do like that bit how as like a naturalist, he immediately recognized we were not real toads.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
No.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
Yeah, because you're rebuilding the students.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But you're coming too!
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Oh. The map of the Tural.
There.
You're expanding the map for us. Or at least... Oh, just, yeah, the new map!
My friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
Yeah, but Ilsevard is still clouded over!
The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Oh. Yep, like, yeah, see, it really goes north and south. Oh, I forgot about these! I forgot that we get like extra credits at the end of the patch cycle! Ah! I totally forgot these existed. Oh. Oh, we got this through this. Cool art of everybody. I believe, yeah, like, Yeah, like the voice cast will be updated with like extra characters like from the patch cycles and other stuff. You can see like who voiced Zero. Why are you holding that? Yeah, Zero. Oh, nice moves. That guy didn't see how, and that's like the default name from like the base character in Crystal Chronicles. Oh, nice art! All this good character art! That was a new map made by Mappingway. Gaia! Good to see you on there! I just had one. Yep. Venus. Mistus. Oh! The Venus did her voice actor is the Green. Lena. Onium. And the 12. Oh, I thought not 12 was like each voice was like different people. Oh, Nemea, that's like I think that's like Alci's voice? Oh, and Nemea and Hello, they have the same voice! Island. Oh, they're getting the fiends. We just got a whoop lot there. Like the division of the credits, like the visual credits and or like the animated credits, now we have the rolling credits. It's like this is the part in the Marvel movie where you go to the bathroom. Like how like the cool animated credits, you get like the mid-credit scene. And while all the names are rolling, that's when you go to the bathroom and then you come back before they're done and watch the post-credit scene and then you leave. And half everyone else is actually going to the bathroom then. Yep, there's the Pokemon. Yep. And like, we are going to get a post-credit scene of some kind. Yeah, I believe this is called football. Yep. Frost and foam! Non-combat content designers, yep. But maybe I'll take the advice I was talking about, and yeah, just go to the bathroom while the rolling credits are going. Yeah, I remember seeing there were memes about like this guy just kind of gonk his face at like the first thing he came out. from sea after coming back from the void. So yeah. Be back! Yep. They're just like needing some kind of better stuff to talk about while we wait. Find the right thing. Yeah, so like, I could probably talk about this a lot more as a nice, good thing you just like fill time, but like just that consuming there. Oh, yeah. I'm an avid reader of fanfiction, and one that I recently discovered that has been getting very, very good is so it's called Distant Worlds Together, which is a crossover between Final Fantasy XIV and Persona 5, where it's basically, like, after Strikers, Joker is thrown into Final Fantasy XIV and has to go through the main protagonist's journey, and oh yeah, like going through just being in this fantastical new world and having to just learn and adapt, and he just how his persona powers work in the world of 14, where basically he's like a summoner on steroids. Like when he like defeats Ifrit, he like effectively captures the essence of Ifrit to create an Ifrit persona. He can just summon whenever he wants, and it's awesome. But yeah, just there's a lot of extra like lore and world building that's going on in the background, and just like this really great is this person like I actually not entirely sure if they do it themselves or they commission it, but they've gotten a lot of just like art like made for this story, and some of it is like cool stuff. Some of it is silly stuff, like fluffy pieces, and then there's other moments that are just foreshadowing just all the trauma the poor main character goes through later on in portions of like Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Yeah, this is the chocolate version, I believe. Yeah, I just look at this. I think they did do this art themselves, given its like consistent style. I I got one of just them like that's the warrior, and it's just like heavens were depression hours. Let's get like a nice one of just a very just like sleepy kind of drunk Joker, and just because of how tired he is, they just like there's Graha in front of him and just kind of knobs on TV. Yeah, like Graha's ear. It's like so silly and cute. It's Joker's fate to be hounded by white-haired identical twins. Or yeah, another great one. The boys in Fafnir. Like, yeah, after like the motion sickness of teleporting. And just him and and the suicide pact should be tried at the same time. Sounds great. Or we got another great one where he's playing like Karu, a triple triad, and she is demolishing him. Or we got another one of my favorite ones. That's the right one. Joker vibes with the Hildebrand quest on a level man is simply not meant to do. Yeah, the point of the story were like in the post-ARR quest, and they're just like, ugh, I want to see their take on Hildebrand. Because he got like a few quick sketches for him, he's just like holding his hand posturing. A phantom thief? Who would do that? Says the phantom thief. Or him alongside Nashu just like, yes, Inspector, it's just, And the third image is just, or like Elizin, just, like detective who's like an actually smart detective. He's a Joker behind him with the mist-beard mask on. It's so great. Yeah, there's just so many great like moments of just like character interaction and like these art he's made. There's just like foreshadowing stuff, or like a great bit of Justinian here. Parlino! That's her surname? Yes. What, did you really think it was Wormblood, really? Look him in the eyes and tell me it doesn't sound exactly like a valid Guardian family name, you freakishly tall bunch. That's great. Or we got this moment which seems to be during the storming of the vault in Ishgard. You didn't have to kick the doors. It seems suitably dramatic. So great. Or just another thing that's simple because of how like universal it is, the Praetorium experience. We just got like a Joker who's just like sleeping with his like mask over his face, but like the eyes are painted on, and over his head is the red text, "This scene cannot be skipped." Yeah, there's just so much. I'm really having silly fun with this all. I'm not gonna say everything for fear of spoilers, but here's another great one that's, I think, referencing another meme in the 14 community. It's Joker's real worst nightmare. We have like him like lying on a bed like because he's like having his nightmare, and it's like see like the twins alongside a Dalmal and their necks just like a frickin' like Alolan Executor. Or, well, I know to say that one for spoiler reasons, but that one's really funny. Or another one that was recently is like a really good piece of like him versus Ardbert from like when he and his guys show up in the post Heavenwards quest. But I definitely think it's really fun just seeing a character going through like the 14 stories, like very clearly has their own like thoughts and emotions and reactions, and isn't a little bit too much of a robot, and they can react to different things. And they definitely have moments of having fun at Alphino's expense, especially 2.0 Alphino, AR Alphino, who's definitely got a bit of a stick up his ass. And also, this person definitely seems to say, it's gonna be a while till we get there, but there's definitely gonna be some just shipping of just Joker and Grahatia. Because like after like the first FanFest, or maybe there's a second one where we got a really good look at like the new Warrior of Delight design with like the slicked hair and just like the cool white coat. And we just got a moment of just like like Joker in that style, and Graha's just like, who is that? And the others are just like, that's your boyfriend. Like there's definitely some really good fluff pieces with the twins and Graha. That's definitely where most of the fluff is. Lots of like fun, silly things. See if we can find a great moment. I think this might be it. Because like when they go to the Isle of Umbra, there's definitely like some good moments of just Joker having fun at Alphino's expense. Oh yeah, that's a great thing. We're just because back then Alphino was an academician, so he used a carbuncle, and Joker immediately decides this carbuncle, his name is Mona Mona now. And the carbuncle seems to start emoting in impossible ways. Or Alphino's just like, no, that's not how this works. It's just great. Like, what's his name? It doesn't have one. He goes on how to just like they're constructs made by ethereal like maths and science and just So like people don't usually name him. Like, that's dumb. You're both being dumb. His name is Mona Mona now. We got different other moments of just like he's like pretending the carbuncle is whispering to him. Like, Mona Mona has a lot to say about your school years, you know. And Alphino's just like, that can't be. The carbuncle can't actually have that kind of memory. That's her just. And it's kind of left up in the open whether, like he was, Joker like actually was told or learned something, or if he's just pulling his leg. Either way, it's great. If I like a very specific one, a very specific moment of just hilarity. It's when they like I remember that vaguely when you go to the Isle of Umbra to like look for the corrupted ether because you're needing to like get your device ready to go infiltrate Garuda's like storm so you can fight her. Well, you have to fight off a bunch of undead being thrown at you by the Siren, who will return to the top of Pharaoh Sirius to serve as the boss there. At a moment, yeah, we're just, a skeletal hand bursts in the earth, segmented fingers curling around Alphino's ankles, and it's just like, oh yeah, he is just scared stupid here. Yeah, Alphino, yeah, lets out a very unflattering shriek. Yeah, Joker has flashbacks to Makoto. They're just like, don't worry, they're just bones! That's great. How much longer are these? Forgot about this. Because, yeah, in general, I tried to, like, even though it's not like I stopped sitting through them, I definitely tried to, like, yeah, keep on during credits when I'm, get to that part of the game I'm actively streaming. If I was on my own time, honestly, I would just be like actively just like looking at other stuff on my phone, like reading a fanfic or playing the game. But in front of the cameras, I have to try and interact with people. I guess another part of the story that I really like, that I guess isn't super spoilery to say, is that all the other thieves and are just like wondering where just like Joker has disappeared too, because it's not like because he actually did disappear from like the real world, and so like the others are like looking for him, and they find this weird metaverse space, just like a giant sprawling city that's like barren and empty, and in the distance they can see a giant crystal tower. Yeah, and then the most recent chapter they've finally like cut back to like the other thieves, yeah, trying to like go to the tower, where just like they know that Joker like to their knowledge he entered that tower and disappeared, so they try to get to it to like search for him. And yeah, this most recent chapter like finally got back up to them, and oh my god, there's like so much deep lore that just like this story's like backstory that's dropped here that the fact that these have no clue about, but us S14 like readers and players who know all the lore is just like, oh my god, he's saying so much important shit. But I'll leave that for you to find out when you read it. Yeah, because like the main story is called Stars in the Dark, and then there's like the side story work like Among Uncountable Stars. Well, like whole thing together is called Distant Worlds together. Like another great recent moment was dealing with Magomog, and kind of saying how silly that encounter actually was. Like it was very a comical encounter against the Mughals from the perspective of the story. Yes, that's funny. Another thing that's like really cool is just like the names of all the chapters are kind of like longer phrases that are like song lyrics or like title part things. Like the first chapter is called "In an Instant of Great White Gravity." Or just like the name of the chapter where he fights Titan is "The skies will tremble and the earth will quake," which is part of the lyrics of Titan's theme. Like one of them is straight up called Whitestone Black. That's like the P8 Savage theme. Oh, another chapter like My Blackened Heart Scorched by Flames. That's Edge of Dawn from Three Houses. I just love reading fanfiction. Just go start talking about more, I think. Looking up. Another one that I've been reading. That's like a really great and interesting crossover, especially with regards to its character exploration, is a crossover between Five and Three Houses. Because I was remembering Edge of Dawn, I was like, oh, I'll talk about this one. And Symphogear, which is like an anime. It's definitely one of those ones that I would say, like, at first you would look at it and see it's something like tangentially related to like certain like magical girl tropes, but it's very different. Where it's just like all the main characters are girls who like fight with powers, and there's definitely probably a good amount of like Yuri energy in there. But it's definitely much more serious. Like the main monsters in like the Symphogear universe are these things that like, if you don't have like the special protagonist power and they touch you, you will immediately just like turn to like carbon dust and die. So monsters kill with a touch. But it's just just a bunch of like Black Eagles from Three Houses, like in like the main like Crimson Flower timeline, end up just in that universe through shenanigans after the first season of Symphogear and completely throw the plot off the rails. It's kind of awesome. I'm just like looking through just like stories I'm following and when they've been updated. This one I haven't looked at it in a while, so I've got a lot to catch up on. But it's really old crossover with an old just like fanfiction favorite, Familiar of Zero, with Overlord, but not Overlord the anime series. Overlord, it's a video game series. Yep, Endwalker Footfalls. I think we're getting close to the end of the credits, and I love this story because of its like great dark humor and it's got such a hilarious wit to it. Like the part where Luis meets a vampire and she can immediately tell it's a vampire because of his overly dramatic way of speaking and how he like pauses every 3 or 4 words, and just like this needless drama is something only done by vampires. Or there's a great dark comedy moment about apparently one of Luis's ancestors apparently decided would maintain her youth by bathing in the blood of like virgin maidens, but one time she fell asleep in the tub, and so she regressed too far to like a little girl. And just that is such a great gag. It's like a great dark humor gag. Like bathing in the blood of maidens to retain your youth, but falling asleep in the tub and de-aging into a little girl. Like, who can come up with a dumb idea like that? Another great crossover I found that involves like Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like sometimes I'll like get in the mood for like one specific story and just like, okay, what stories can I find involving like this property, and just like go looking for that. I know a couple months ago I had a big Owl House story binge. But this one takes, what if we took Violet from Three Houses and made her a half Saiyan from Dragon Ball, and it's actually really great. Yeah, just I think it's doing like okay with the power scaling so far, whereas just yeah, like she's like really like she's of course extremely powerful as a Saiyan, but she's like learning to come to and control her own powers, and just like the knowledge of how to use ki has come and has begun like spreading across Vodalin, and just like she's teaching a whole bunch of like students from all the different houses how to use ki. And they just finished like an arc where like an actual DBZ bad guy shows up, and like Violet has like her first major challenge, or like she gets beat down, suffers a major injury, and then comes back, gets a new power up, and beats the bad guy very easily. Classic DBZ. I'm trying to like not talk too much about these. Because like an interesting thing is in this story is Violet, even though she is like not like a full class teacher, because I guess you could say it's thanks to like the different mentality she has as a half Saiyan, that she just she's like not like a proper teacher, she's more or just like tutors some of the other, and it's instead of just becoming like the captain again, Geralt is actually like the third class teacher. Like, huh. Looking at just more. It's like another stuff, and like honestly, I just kind of like it when like stories have like theme namings for like their chapters of like songs and stuff. Yeah, because I think I'm gonna take a detour for this story's plot, but but it had just a recent chapter had come with the title "When Darkness Comes, a Light the Night Restores." Like, that sounds so familiar. I swear I recognize that. And then at the end, like, they have an author's note, and just like, like this chapter, this title is from this song, one song. Like, oh yeah, I know that one. I listened to it a bunch of times. I like the guys who made it. So just like moments like that are fun. Oh, here's a great recent one that updated. It's another familiar 01. But it's one that follows the reverse summoning trend, where instead of summoning her familiar, she summons herself to their location. But the place Louise summons herself to is the world of Resident Evil, and so it's just, and like it's still actually just like main guy Saito, but it's just like a version of Saito who's grown up in America in like the 90s. And so like she like gets there, has to adjust for a bit before the Raccoon City outbreak happens, because he lives in Raccoon City, and it's just, of course, the chaos, and it's just the two of them like surviving and like on their own, and it runs parallel to like other characters' stories. Like they don't like really like meet up and interact with like Leon and Claire or Jill. They're going on their own stories, but they got their own problems. We're just, yeah, like Umbrella has sent like an ops team to kidnap Louise for just, of course, their evil science purposes. And like the story is so well written, and like one of the coolest things is the way they describe like the things they have to do and get through is it's playing like an actual Resident Evil game where they have to do, yeah, like the kind of puzzly things you do. It's like they recently got to like a library as like their next big major location, or just like it's supposed to be like the big city evacuation point, but it looks like it got overrun, and so it's just, yeah, like full of like zombies and dead bodies, and there's moments of just like a bunch of doors are locked. They have to find a sun key and a moon key to open doors, or like they see one of like the like SWAT cars outside. There's like a high-power shotgun, but like the doors are locked and the glass is bulletproof, so they need to find like the key so I can open that car and get the new shotgun. It's just like, that is like actual like Resident Evil gameplay like stuff, and it's great. I love it. So one of my favorite moments in this whole story is yeah, my logos were almost done. I got from the collab is when they get trapped by the ops team in the mall. Luis pulls one of the craziest stunts I've ever seen in any zombie media to escape. Is she pulls the fire alarm, so just setting off the dinner bell to all the zombies, come and get us. And so yeah, just like the ops team has to then fight for their lives against the zombie horde that's now just bum rushing in, while the other two work to slip away. That is so mad genius. Oh, yeah, like the Microsoft stuff, because yeah, the Xbox betas in February. Story is just so great. Just, yeah, I said like the characters and just like the, yeah, looking at like other parts of just like Raccoon City. At one point they find get the aid of a doctor who's, yeah, slowly gone insane while trying to like find a cure to the zombie infection. He's just end up having to just, yeah, like take him out before he does like crazy science on them, even though he like saved them earlier. It's great. That's so good. This thing has been going for like 40 minutes! Thought we were almost done when we saw the logos. Logos usually mean we're almost done. Well, if I could talk more about fan fiction. I think one of like my favorite and greatest fan fictions I've ever read is like, yeah, like big names or might actually be close to me over. Yeah, but it's a Persona 5 JoJo crossover called The Vanishing Act, and it is perfect. Oh, we're actually done! Perfect! Yes, controller disconnected because it's been sitting in the charger. Yeah, let's finish! Yep. Preparations. Yep, a knapsack. That's like a new glamour piece. Yep. Fashion piece. Let's see our extra scenes. Yeah, because... yeah, Thancred was listening in on us! Oh, Estinian.
When does the next ship set sail?
Is he going to be there waiting for us?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen.
So you just want to go west?
I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
So is he actually just going there? Or, yeah, for, like, randomly? Or is he just, like, yeah, no, he's got a purpose? Yeah, now we're seeing all the other Scions and, like, the reasons they'll be heading to Thrall. So what you reading? Yep, there's Thancred.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Oh yeah, have you actually been asked by, Skoana dude?
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound.
Ah, yeah.
Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, you've been invited by the Glasses Makote, haven't you?
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
Yeah, they've been asked for that.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Thrall.
What about Ishtola? Go have an encounter or just watch the moon?
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the
Here's like the
Bounty?
list of what you'll be doing for a while. Yep, you solved that
Or
mystery.
the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
Haven't been there.
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
Where's that? I have a feeling that Othard's north bit is gonna wait for a while. Since anchor now, tide is high, dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizons bond and tread the gilded path beyond. Yep, Roaring Lights Part 2, tomorrow's unknown. I need to like finish all this crafting stuff. Okay, time to do Hildebrand! Yeah, like MSQ was 2 hours, but also a third of that 2 hours was just watching the credits again. So if we end up going, yeah, like 4-ish hours tonight, I'm fine with that. Duplicity and duplication. I found it. You're just starting to assist in my latest fact-finding expedition. Recent foray into Charlene revealed that Poo-Poo's friend was in the company of a Hannish alchemist, yes? Nope. As such, it's trying to do some preliminary legwork here and that there. Targeting the usual search for local sightings of alien phenomena, but last they none to share. Thus, switched the tactic and decided to track down the alchemist fellow instead. Surely you have heard of a tale of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop on a Garlean battlefield. In fact, the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry. They found no leads here in the city of the Great Work. They moved their investigation to the end limit. Suggest we hurry over and join them. Cannot have that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. I kind of said earlier, I was on a hunt train a little bit before we went live. Close to like about an hour before we went live, and yeah, like there were like a couple dozen people using the new UFO mount you get for beating this. I think one of the things I'm most curious about is the possible theme of the Ashura trial. If you're eager as ever to observe my inspectorial genius at work, the long-term fans are often the most ardent. Matter of fact, we're just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist you know to have been traveling with Master Poo-Poo's comrade. I wonder what you will be up to when this is over. I mean, that is to say, I really follow in the inspector's wake. Being me so modest, my dear Inspector Brandyhill. Don't you want me to comport myself as an equal to you in any respect? Probably but a copy, a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense. Clone or not, self-deprecation is unbecoming of an evangelical man. Exactly, things you can do are amazing. Oh, I didn't know about that. Did you say defender for certain doom, was it not? Alacridus is mine. Your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. Can you accept me, rough edges and all? I hope my meager contributions were of some small assistance. Too modest by half, I'd say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original. Enough chin-wagging amongst ourselves, I think. Let's spread and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. Yep, and there's a stalker. It's not your stalker. Yeah, because even though, like this Hildebrand story, we can definitely see the fruits of just taking a break during, the Shadowbringers expansion to really focus on this story. So, that said, I can't help but wonder about what we could have had. Any apothecaries? Red's a hunt? Of course, word I can count. I heard of anyone pelling such goods to the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like terrible to be with civil war raging and the world almost ending. Wages improved in recent days. Even so, Raiden Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. Lone merchant traveling there alone? Possible. Yeah, for like one of I just imagine Hildebrand that actually happened in like Shadowbringers in Norvrant could have just gone a freaking mile with parallel like alternate world shenanigans. Like imagine just going to Yulmore and meeting like the parallel version of the Mandervilles. Not many merchants travel abroad to fly the bears. None of it have been in Garlemald. Hefty man are desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. What is we say it's the kind of trade agreement with the Garleans? It's not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. Yeah, because I can imagine just seeing the parallel versions who are like both very similar in some ways or like completely different in others. Like imagine just like parallel Godbert and when he gets serious instead of stripping down to his undies, he like suits up in like full bulky plate armor. Like, I remember in ARR, there was just like one like very bulky set. Had like a super thick helm, and like the shoulder pieces. I think there was like, it took up like 2 slots. Like, you know, I think I might yeah, armor. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this kind of stuff, like this kind of armor, just super bulky and heavy. Yeah, just suiting up like that. Like, this is the kind of stuff that takes up 2 slots. Oh yeah, or this. Yeah, like this is the giant, like, raised shoulder pauldrons. Just imagine, yeah, like parallel Godbert suiting up in this to do his work. Or I'd like to imagine that, like, the opposite version of Hildebrand is actually, yeah, Ultimate Hildebrand is actually a very good investigator, but not a good gentleman. And so it's just kind of, he learns, like, how to be a gentleman from our Hildebrand. There's just so much silliness there. But when you speak, a fellow fisherman told me a friend of his, Pocker, set out for Wardward and got him all to sell his medicines. Look, it's a fool if you ask me. I'm not interested in the affairs of such men, but you do, I take it. Usekiyik, and hear the tale for yourself. Red-haired lads are gathering shellfish. Yeah, like, that's the thing I think they really could have just, yeah, gone ham for just pure silliness. Yeah, just parallel, just like alternate doppelganger shenanigans. Oh. I better hope your questioning has borne fresher fruit than mine. Good friend the alchemist in question, you say? Let's gather the troops to pay a visit to this felicitous fisherman. No, my healthcare friend. Oh, you mean, Harasov? Well, I was near enough to calling it a day anyway. Here's what I can tell you. Harasov comes from a very poor family, and growing up, never had much in the way of money or possessions. But his experiences have led to his lifelong obsession of gaining wealth. Turned his hand to a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most gil. The stock never sold as well as he hoped. I heard about the internal strife in Garlemald. He saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war is the best place to sell medicines. Or like the best place for near-death experiences. Soon gave up on his Garlemald venture. One of expecting him to return lamenting his ill fortune. Harasef was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A God-given blessing he found the snowfields had given him much cause to celebrate. He learned how to create gold. Must admit, I laughed at first. Showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff. After he claimed himself a merchant prince. He even changed his name to Van Hudi, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. Name I've heard before. Rising star in the market, is he not? When stepping up commercial ventures left and right? Yes, Van Hudi has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavnir, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yedlaman! I went to decline to sell it for us. When it comes to buying historic landmarks, the bottomless purse can open surprising doors. As I heard, you converted the Gilded Araya into a private abode. That's the name of the trial location, Gilded Araya. Filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. Pays out particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Ashura. Remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. Heard such Gnusi and Mirgalore and Razatan, yet I recall no mention of Asura. But surprising, as a deity of war, she's not well loved by the common folk. Harsov is different though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth. It is to Asura whom he prays for victory. Damn me, she didn't listen. Once poor boys come merchant royalty, man, far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even those who were once dear friends. If you'll excuse me, I must leave it at that. His claims won't sell themselves, you know. So yeah, the Guild of Raya, that's his, like, personal estate he's purchased of gold. How's that, eh? I saw your apothecary and the upstart merchant prince were one and the same. Remember seeing the blessing he stowed upon Garmal with a certain alien craft and its occupant? Sorry to interrupt. Aren't you the hero who helped us when folk were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. Our guards were confronted. I don't like odds against that thing. In case of respect to Hildebrand, come, friends. Let's investigate forthwith. Like, I remember, like, one of the pre-images showed, like, several, like, Dr. Luge boards. Yep. And there were just, like, a few of them standing next to each other. Hey, I thought you destroyed that monster! Situation under control, citizens. Angel bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Rarely, it's proven less than forthcoming of answers. Guys, let's teach you the same lesson, shiny skull man! Ah, that reference. Listen, what are you on about? Can you tell this is a duplicate? Cease this babbling and get out of my way! I've got Hootie's orders are to cause trouble at the port. I'm running behind schedule. Hootie, are you trying to buy Hildebrand? So he put you up to this. How did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? Get full Saturday morning cartoon villain here. You blurted it out. Silence! No one who learns to rescue these ever to live. Going to be squashed by some worms. Oh, yeah, Gobbert. Sudden Gobbert. Yep, and yep, there it is. That's the exact scene. Yep, 3 of them. That was 3 versus for Skullman. Is the Doctor quadruplet? No, it's the duplicates. Oh, there's Mummy. Oh. Yeah, she takes down more than Garbert. Oh, Mother! Fixation's running! This will soften you up! Oh, there's a low pitch. Oh! We grab it? Nice! Ah, a lucky hit! I would love the, like, giant frying pan glam for my Dark Knight. I whiffed it! No! The kobold! He just catches it! The others are all running away. She just walks away! The faces. Yeah, Hildebrand always has like the best like animations and faces. I think I remember it was like, yeah, one last pitch. It was like what the developers said in the in like the recent just FanFest, like I remember hearing like a casual thing of just like, yeah, like Hildebrand is actually kind of expensive to do because of all these crazy animations and faces. Hitting special! Yes! Turn 2 sender! That's my fastball! Don't expect father sudden appearances. What brings you here, mother? President Merchant Van Hoody. For a fact, accompanying your dad as a manager from Mandeville and Mandeville. We're just on our way to the bloke's mansion. Our refused Master Van Hoody once forwardly tried to buy out our commercial empire. However, deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. Quite an attractive offer considering fine jewelry as our stock and trade. But to at least listen to his proposal. He would preferably command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port. Can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where's Lucky's come from in the first place? Is there a hulking, weaponized brute manufacturer around here somewhere? Yep, he's calling his UFO. Yep, deleting the duplicates. My ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. Copy inorganic materials as well. How interesting. That's how it's been making gold. Once a matter duplication facility is analyzed as an object molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. It cannot create matter from nothing. A regular supply of ether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Cool, you should know about a lot. Especially about even alien starships. Yep. Very good achievement. I mentioned, yes, my knowledge or patch of data from the starship's own archives, including the vessel's full schematics and functions. So if you understand this correctly, how provide Hoody is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? Sure, that seems suspicious, Master Delian. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. Of course! This is the obvious conclusion. In the case, might further assume that Van Hoody is either threatening or deceiving Master Poo-Poo's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Of course, our action is clear. March right up to this gold spawner's front door, demand the release of this extraterrestrial hostage. Let's confront this malicious merchant at once. Parts at a confrontation. May as well come with us. Moody's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate. Alright, let's need to formally reject his deal anyways, and this pilot will be waiting. Gentleman at heart. There's the flying saucer. Should we be on our way? We found Hoodie's pilot atop the rise just south of Jaya's footsteps. Briarden. I think that's the name of just like the Ellison we met in like the first Hildebrand story. Governor, hey Julian. And entourage? I can represent my just my son and his companions insist they come along. Just as they were to meet with the illustrious Master Van Hoody. Recognize me, though. Let's see, one moment, if you please. Making a call? Yep, making a call. We should be glad to welcome you all to us home. Principal board, and I shall take you there directly. Welcome, honored guests, to my old abode. Trust the view is your liking. If you travel away from distant Ulda, a pleasant backdrop to our talks was the least I can provide. Unexpected boon this is. Failing when to extend you a personal invitation, now here you are, like a wish come true. Save your act for the magistrates, Van Hoodie. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. It's still dirty. Cease this exploitation of alien technology. Release your hostage to the care of Master Poople at once. Revel in my schemes, have you? Good. I didn't waste my breath on tedious explanations, then. This is Master Poople, I presume. I do have a fellow alien here with me, yes? As you're exploiting their technology, I really admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold. Merely the beginning. I make a copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Will the world not be itself be yours for the taking? Straight to the point, I want you at my side. Vaunted warrior of light is template for my clone army. Conquer this and every other land in creation. I like the second one. I'm not gonna pick it, but I like that. Categorically and emphatically. A pity. I anticipate you have proven an impediment to my ascension. So this comes to this Blue Gate's ritual of manifestation. Not very long an adventure you're coming. Pharaohs not only maintain treasures, but also caches of crystal. Yep, summoning a primal! There's a congregation of worshippers? Well, I had but to clone myself after all. Who's more devoted to my cause, my goddess, than me? Fine, Ashura, take up thy blade to wage war upon my earthly rivals. Yeah, like the fact that, hey, we've actually, we eat primals for breakfast, and I think it's a sign of his arrogance that he thinks he can just stick one on us and defeat us. Hey, Hildebrand, I guess the primal may be more than hindrance than help. Your data remain within the sphere of influence. Yeah, because, even though we have a cure for tempering, it's still an annoying thing to deal with! I feel like, my friend, I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Plastic force track. Yeah, because based on Doctor before. We're just in the arena itself already. He's lucky to Gildaraya, dark vault in which he houses his many and wondrous treasures. Now one of the puzzles is hard to find ominous devices lying inside of the structure. Devices remember seen inside a tower of Babel. Since the day is just fine when the summoning begins, joined by the devotion of the imprisoned faithful, corrupted incarnation of a Venusia is brought into being, sees Asha, deity of battle and conflict. Whether you wish it or not, your metal will be tested! Pardon. South Venusia, Asura. Yep. Or just like, hey, first time.
I am Asura, and on battle I thrive. Have you the courage and strength to face me? Will you dodge, or will you bleed? The frail shall fall. You've not time to blink.
Immorality. And it's like, what is the range? Or is this going to be like an order? Or is this get away?
Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson.
Dang it.
The weak shall perish.
Having lag spike!
The gleaming edge.
You can already tell. A lot more room than I thought.
Unmerciful light shine upon you. Behold the six-fold blade.
I'm getting hit because the lag spikes!
Fury be my strength! I will scatter your bones! Show me your steel!
Great. Lower down.
The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson. Show me your steel. Unmerciful light shine upon you. Hear the gleaming edge. Behold the six-fold blade.
Front, right, left, front, right, left. Okay. I anticipated it that time. Yeah, both our units are down though.
The face of battle is ever changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones. Will you dodge, or will you bleed? You've not time to blink.
I think we could do this!
Show me your steel. The frail shall fall. The spirit of battle awakens.
Yeah, I'll be free, I'll be free.
Clear the gleaming edge. Show me your steel. Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Yep. You got 2 commendations. Yeah, thankfully that was nice and quick and simple. Vanda, seeing we thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. Speak, Mother and Father should be informing the Radiant Host of that despicable Von Hootie's wrongdoings. When Usher is defeated, turn the wheel, we flee for now. Up. Let's find the Sergeant Valley permission. That treasure is mine and mine alone. He definitely looks pretty beat up. You called your vessel Master Poo Poo? No, I did not. That's my friend's ship. It's going! Is the friend gonna be another poo-poo or something else entirely? Yep, it's another poo-poo. At last, lo, the sweet reunion is at hand. I'm so relieved to see you were safe. Likewise, my friend. Why'd you open fire on that airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? He did. At first, pulling from the wreckage, just saw that my vessel was repaired. And yeah, so in return, I became whatever trick he desired, and taught him the basics of starship technology. It resulted to be a terrible error in judgment. As infected by one of the star's unique pathogens, took advantage of my weakened state, he seized my ship, flew me out to the jungle, and left me there to die! Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction. I came back to reclaim my property. Experiences led me to conclude that dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited for peaceful cohabitation. Yep. Launch a full-scale invasion! The only way to guarantee your survival! No, they're not like that at all. Things have been nothing but kind to me. I don't smile until they laser you in the back. Have to strike first before they show their true colors. Yep. Yep. UFO fight. Oh yeah, like it's still pretty badly damaged. Oh, and now it's just firing like crazy. Feeling one of these is gonna hit Brandy Hill. Oh, it's gonna blow? Ship's reactor core has been breached. Explodes. Everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. We're all in the vicinity. Yep, time to make a heroic sacrifice. We're gonna miss it, Brandy Hill. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. Think, but think. Like the explosion needs to traverse a considerable distance to the starship. Seems no logical solution. Don't use logic. Yep. Okay, do this together. Yes! Ready up. Must have blown my father's mighty moves to propel me to the vessel. The Lord Governor's signature techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. Follow your proposal. I like to strike it properly from the throat. I have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Hildebrand, it's you who must fling me. Yeah, get in the face. Skyward! It's only a manifold can! It gets the limit break aura. Completely wrong direction! I lost my grip. Oh, he does it in air quick. Let's see, correct ship and posture should generate enough lift to this little motion. Yes, still make it! Turns itself into a boomerang! Yes. Bunch of buttons? Gets him out. Now he's gonna take it, the whole ship up super high and detonate with it. Or go out like the Iron Giant. Too late, reactor's going critical. Only one way to save the day. Yep. You can jump off, you know? Inspector Brandyhild! We stand together with more than any detective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. This is the end of Iron Giant. Is this case closed for Inspector Brandyhild? Nay, my loyal assistant. Ship off the old gentleman, till Brandyhild has surely survived to tell the tale. Shall see him again. Mark my words. So, when are we going to get to the part where you're going to be sent flying all the way to Tyrol? You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. You've caused one of your own. Well, I can make amends in your forgiveness, but alas. There's not to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Brandyhild will be just fine, I assure you. Friend of Master Poo-Poo, you're a friend of ours. And what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh? Our home planet was lost to a phenomenon you call the final days, specifically only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Explorations which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, tended to search for safe haven, visited countless stars, all to come to the same insidious ruin as our own. When desperate, decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find. Populated or not, native beings who are hospitable live peacefully among them, if not prepared to claim a new home by force. So, it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet, lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos, blundered into a mundane war zone, where I was promptly shot out of the sky. First, you already know, having fallen behind during our search, I heard here my communications received no answer. I was when I met you, Inspector Hildebrand. Those touched by the despair of the final days are reduced to beasts, given our savage willingness to invade your star, seeing that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with you generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. I said, there's nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much else for us to live here on your star? Well, of course, you must stay. What about your ship? Making me wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Or do you realize that technology is too dangerous? Oh, as soon as he touched it. Oh, and this is how he gets sent elsewhere. That's how it happens! Oh, Inspector, not again! Wait for me! Never dull moment around of our Hildebrand. Just we need worries that the ship crashes. Purpose Mandavillian. Are we? Yeah, so this is where the ship's gonna drop and realize, oh, the Mandavilles aren't aliens. So you admit that very Mandeville family tree made clear the Lord without heirs of his own passed the name to the adopted child several generations ago. Yep. Seeing that you and your son are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Mandeville line, how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness? Building strength affecting gentlemanly technique. Not one's lineage that matters, but the unbending conviction within one's heart. The Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Mandeville shall live on through us. Yeah, like, this twist is not coming a mile away. Doggle Boy can't follow the explanation. I've also heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could be a you and Hildy have tapped into the cosmic essence? They have the power of dynamis. If that's the case, I must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Yep. Oh, sweat. Thing appears to be under control here. Let's return to the city, shall we? Oh, that's great. Yeah, like, them not actually being, like, descended from aliens. Yeah, I saw that twist coming from a mile away. Everyone saw that twist coming. He's sipping the tea! I once would have found myself hurtling at superlative speeds towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildebrand, Agent Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Yep, that's how he ends up in Tyrol. I know a lot of people, like, when we saw just, like, the giant bridge that separates the two continents of Tyrol, everyone was wondering, can we get a rematch of Gilgamesh on that bridge? Thanks to the lightning conversation with Master Poop on the way back, I believe we have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavor yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist. My hammer and I shall make all haste to the High Crucible. With that, I bid you good day. Thank you for looking out for our beloved son. I'm sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more cases before we know it. Before you know it. Gone above and beyond for us, Evander. Like that, you'd have the one replicated starship we made. Doesn't have the divocation faculty or other such technology on board. Like your use of the skies, use this key to call up whenever you wish. Yep, here's the mount. As a few of us, we decided to get to know our new home better by embarking a journey of exploration. So we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We are fortunate indeed to have met you. Since Poo-Poo's wasn't planning invasion after all, he tried to stop his friend from launching the attack. Going into this investigation, Evander, your unfailing support during this entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, as able to observe the inner workings of Charlian, you travel to the surface of the moon in search of the truth. Your conspiracies starting to blind me, you're there to open my eyes to the true shape of things. Currently it harbors its share of strange and inexplicable, I believe which is the source of Hildebrand's impossible physiology. An alien then... You have these products of a hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past, sent into some gruesome biological experiment? So needs to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomena. I'm the very man for the job! Alligans. A gentleman to walk with me. Is that the name of this song? Yep, getting like gold and duplicated. Letting blood never flowed in their veins. Source of strength and enigma remains. Connect folks, the clothing bespoke, Gingerly family, the good house Manderville. True inspector is born from the heart. Oh my god, it brought all the way to the start. Yep. Yeah, like... Oh! Yeah, that's human. It's so good. Seeing us. And the freaking Kobolin will return? Yeah, he's already been confirmed to returning. Oh. Is this the Stalker? Yeah, it's the Stalker. It's not your Stalker. Is he training? Oh. Is he trying to get that impressive Mandeville physique? Shooting star, huh? Oh, that's not just any shooting star. Oh, what is it? Okay, now I'm curious. Is this going to be cool, silly, or are they not going to show us? Oh, guys ready? Yeah. Some sticks. Ready, Hild! Ready, Hild! Why are you treating this like a horror movie? Oh my god. Identified flying gentleman. Track our piece of unknown material. It's in a UFO. Magically bring the starship to life.
And identify flying what now?
Oh, I just finished the Hildebrand story and I got, and like the achievement was called Identified Flying Gentleman.
I did hear that correctly. Excellent. Excellent. I'm like, I think he's her gentleman, but I have to confirm. I gotta know because it's clearly Hildebrand because of the cackling.
Yeah, and at the end of every Hildebrand storyline, Hildebrand is always sent flying off into the far horizon to end up in the next location. And this time it happened when he like just gently like touched the damaged like flying saucer that just picked him up and then woo off into the distance.
Oh, so he gets to ride this time.
Yeah, more like he got abducted by a rogue flying saucer. Yeah, it got damaged and was just like it just flew off with him. Yep, resonating with perfection. I have 1,500 tombstones. Head Gilbert's finally figured out how to affect his alien weaponry without bleeding time, eh? Well, His Lordship, you're ready. You're eager to begin. I, for one, definitely do hope that next expansion we don't just do all tomes again. Long last, Vanda. End to our arduous yet most rewarding weapon smithing journey is finally in sight. What an expensive journey it's been. Why, I'm here not as a beautiful wife for Doden Mother, sir, senior partner of Vanderville and Manderville. We spread the bill for all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance, not to mention the rent we're paying in these high crucible facilities. In the final stage of the process, I've only one medical weapon out of how many? Type instant medical weapons ain't exactly blooming either. I reckon I needed to come engage the body of a continuum in this venture with my own two eyes. Ooh. This is to let us offer our full cooperation to my business partner as she oversees proceedings. Hi, there's a sight. His lordship's lost his cocksure composure. Haven't Gobber? Are you just telling me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you please? I'm going to best behave around you, messy girl. Well, your considerable remuneration is one of the main expenditures Lady Julian will be scrutinizing. Yeah, that's part of like the whole gag. Is just like whatever money he makes to pay off his debts. In the process, he also just like makes a new one, usually out of a drinking tab. Argument augmentation. Key to weaponize the application of the perfect oil. Ultraman DeVille. Again, it's the creepy oils. It derived from yet another incredibly rare radioactive material, cosmic crystallite. Come to the method for extracting said ingredient from the meteorite, however, answers the relic was conspicuously devoid of instruction. Well, Dr. Poo-Poo makes this encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilizations. He's able to furnish me with a requisite technique. I must say, it is a rather unorthodox process. Wow, in your words, it's gotta be weird. I can lead alone. This aids the involvement of everyone present. Oh, yeah, what nonsense are you up to this time? I'll explain in due course. Yeah, a usual tombstone hungry vendor. Three goodly chunks, one for the oil's main ingredients, the other is to reshape the weaponry itself. Oh, yep, let's get the final look! The hammering continues, Mandeville weapons. I can't wait for this like the new expansion to come in this to just be all poetics. Yep, the majestic Mandeville greatsword. He's gonna do the trick. I'll grab his lordship so we can get to work. We're gonna have to use the power of Dynas. So you're throwing it efforts of Endo. Acquisition most demanding, I know. You never proceed without them. Crystallite of this type is said to have mystical properties. Its every motive infused with ether from its journey across the cosmos. This government's technique to harness and condense that cosmic energy, extract a single concentrated drop, and could link it as the heart and soul of the ultramandeville coating. Yep, fascinating. I'll explain the goddamn technique already. What are you doing? Fighting? Meditating? No. Yep, we shall form the traditional dance of House Mandeville together. We're dancing. I knew it would be stupid. Viable method. Hildebrand failed to extract the crystallite's essence innumerable times, and eventually contacted a friend of a far-off star to ask for advice. Learned the theory of compressing the crystallite sort energy by bombarding a specific etheric waveform, much like squeezing a lemon. Spike out of the trademark experimented with generating waveforms through physical movement. Choreography proved the perfect resonance, and lo, the trademark Mandeville undulations were born. Of stern quest in the home world of our own Master Poo-Poo. Does his keen eye that recognizes familiar resonant properties of our gentlemanly dance and allowed us to rediscover the extraction process. Dress up in fancy words all you want. Hey, swallow this ridiculous shite! Being extracted mineral essence if you're daft dancing? Ha! Count me out! I come in a strictly observational role, so no dances for me neither. Yep, we shall form without you. Yep. You'd hold the crystallite and catch the quintessence as it falls. the dance. Yep. Okay, see, a lot of chuckable shites. That's not sufficient intensity. She gonna join in? Oh, Leva, fine. Go ahead. Yes! I can't remember if this is the first time we've seen her doing it or not. Okay, see that join in? Like when in Rome. Oh, no! Yes! Is he gonna join in? I love the slow-mos. It's bloody magical. It's still not strong enough. Come on, Geralt! You can do it! You can do it! Yes! 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 Gotta do this for the other two pieces. Huzzah! Combined performance did the trick! Whew, those three are out of it. Girls, now take it from here. Prepare the vial of Ultramanduil and proceed with the final augmentations. Aye, you're about to witness the peak of craftsmanship. Apply the Ultramanduil clothing. Final stage, final composition of oils and ingredients will greatly influence their properties. Yep. Yeah, I've already got it. It's nice it gives you the chance to do so. Oh, nope. Oh. Okay. I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Crit depth tenacity, yep. It's got this crazy blue, it looks like. Oh my god, look at this! Hold the banner. The work is done. 50 dedicated artisans. Amanda Villius Greatsword! You just catch him award for all toil and sacrifice. Is that alright? Fighting mammoths, drinking weird booze, dancing weird jigs, all odd-blooded way to forge a weapon. Can't argue with the end result. Julian, what do you think? One unfavorable consequence of finishing our project, things appears to be a locked recording. We must move because we correct. Blade medical weaponry should serve as a key to opening it. Shall we give it a try? Yep. Medical weapons. The saga ends. Oop. Okay. Yep. Let's see what secrets it holds. Oh. Okay. You wanna get more like shadow puppets? Roger's recording. Let's assume you have successfully brought the Mandeville weaponry to its completed state. I'll be assured that some of the philosophy that went into the weapon's creation. In my previous story, many worlds upon which Mandevillians escaped were laid waste by an inexplicable catastrophe. Final days, one must imagine. Oh, yep. Cup of tea. Peace reigns upon this star for now. Never know when or what manner of chaos might threaten our tranquil lives. Let's endeavor to forge armaments with the power to repel any threat, no matter how dire. However, in the wrong hands, powerful weapons may exacerbate the very problem they were created to solve. I think my long search for worthy wielders, those lists of both martial excellence and yielding moral fortitude, has failed. I have no choice but to destroy my triumphant works. Explains how you lost the originals, eh? Hostess of a deserving hero one day emerged, decided to leave the secrets of their manufacture to my heirs. Thus, the process must be rendered cryptic, lest these potent armaments be too readily attained. If you're watching this proves you have the wisdom to pierce my elaborate obfuscations, discipline to retrace the grueling steps of my smithing saga. I have faith in your judgment. Do what is just, and trust the medical weaponry to those who champion the ideals of peace. Yep, and does the dance. It's nice, very convenient, giant, flat surface there. Here's my motives were aligned with those of my ancestor. My experience of the final days moved me to recreate the Mandeville weapons and put them in heroic hands such as yours. I find still that each should succeed in the task which God had himself set for his descendants. Thank you all for your valuable contributions. We have a shock to hear was crafting alien design. We have crafting alien designs, hired the right space for the job. You know the job is over yet. So many weapon variants you've left to reforge. Oh no, don't get your bloody smell clothes in a twist. Stick around until the last blow is hammered. But what does Julian have to say? Ultimate let's see you call upon the assistance of the High Crucible Alchemist. Here's how to form the dance. Still has to do with gentlemanly perfection or plum. I mean, now the Mandeville weapons more than just a pet project. They're investing in the future of our world. You have my permission to keep them on the books as an official Mandeville and Mandeville enterprise. Oh, it's relief. It seems difficult to cover the expense of my weekly entertainment budget. That's settled. Continue as before. Most excellent House Mandeville artisans shall handle requests to perfect other weapons in your possession. Meanwhile, Earth and expert alchemists assist you in adjusting weapon properties, assuming you supply a requisite crystal, of course. All in all, it's been a most satisfying experience. Thanks again. Look forward to our next mutually beneficial encounter. Plus Ultra! Great power comes great maneuverability. Hildebrand then? Yeah, they are. Oh wait, it says here in the lodestone there's another quest. Yeah, players must first complete the side story quest, resonating perfection in need of adjustment. Apparently there's something else to do? Or is this like the next Mender level? Oh yeah, I'm not seeing anything around here. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's... Yeah, that's what it's about, is just... Yeah, making more... But yeah, we're not that long overtime. Yeah, I thought, yeah, given how just, yeah, long ended up going with the credits, it ended up getting close to 4 hours. Nope! Yep, there we go. Oh, and it does the assembly thing like Sarah so hard! Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah! That's awesome! Yeah, so I think most of the other Manderville weapons I'm not really going to do too much serious progress on. We'll see. Yeah, like other people trying them out. I definitely gonna get that katana there. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow it's back to Scarlet Nexus. I've already done all the exploring and questing stuff, so we're good there. Yep, that's it for today. So then, this has been Avenger Advent. I stream every day here on Twitch starting at 6 o'clock p.m. US Central Time. You have to turn either tomorrow for a return to Scarlet Nexus from the PlayStation 5. Till then, good night everybody.